Mr. Secretary, first I want to thank you for coming before the committee today and thank you for your work to support agriculture across America. I would also like to echo a few of my colleagues' statements and encourage you, as the voice of agriculture and in the President's Cabinet, to stand up for America's farmers and ranchers and defend these hardworking men and women against any policies that could threaten their livelihoods. As you may know, in my home state of Georgia, agriculture is the #1 economic industry. In 2012 alone, Georgia planted over 1 million acres of cotton. Specifically in my district, cotton is among the largest crops planted, and currently many of my farmers are very concerned. The 2014 Farm Bill made necessary changes to the cotton program, and with extremely low prices, many of my farmers are worried and even debating whether or not they should plant cotton. You have mentioned good progress in the implementation of the STAX program, but what can USDA do to address some of their concerns? Or what would your advice be to some of the cotton farmers in my district?
Well, first of all, we did provide nearly $500 million of transition assistance to cotton producers. We have the STAX program up and going. We continue to promote exports, and we continue to try to make sure that countries like China play by the rules. And I think those are 4 very important points to be made in particular. And that last point in particular is that I'm very pleased with the USTR's announcement today of additional actions taken against potentially against China to try to get them to play by the rules. At the end of the day, that is extremely important, especially in the cotton area, and greater transparency from our friends in China. I recognize they're our #1 customer, and I respect that, and we obviously are providing them a good quality product at an affordable price, but they are at times unpredictable in their approach towards trade. And to the extent we can get them more aligned with a science-based and rules-based system, it would be beneficial not just for us, but also for them. And we're just going to continue to promote trade as a vehicle for advocating for all of agriculture. We've got the best farmers in the world, and we've got the best product in the world, and it's affordable. The current situation with the dollar makes it a little bit more challenging, but that means that we need to do an even better job of aggressively promoting agriculture overseas. That's why these trade agreements are important. That's why we believe the Trade Promotion Authority is important. This Trans-Pacific Partnership is a big deal. Just to give you a sense of this, you may know this already, but I want you to know that I know that in Asia we're looking at 525 million middle-class consumers today, and in 15 years that number is 2.7 billion. So there's an enormous opportunity there for high-value products that American producers can provide. But if we are shut out of that, if we cannot conclude that agreement, it's not as if nothing else happens. China fills the void, creates agreements that's an all-Asia trade agreement that doesn't have high standards, doesn't provide us a fair opportunity, or members of TPP negotiate their own individual side deals, at which point we're also left out. So it's, I think, extremely important long-term for your producers that we continue to promote fair, high standards trade opportunities where everyone plays by the same set of rules.
I agree. Also, one of the follow-up questions, the Conservative Reserve Program has changed considerably over the last 30 years. As you know, the Agriculture Act of 2014 reduces the CRP acreage cap. What do you see as the future of the CRP program?
Well, I think it's a continuation of the good work that it does. In earlier discussions, I pointed out that there no doubt will be a general sign-up, and there will be a continued focus on the continuous programs that have been popular. I do think because we're seeing a reduction in acres that we need to find creative ways to encourage CRP, and one of the creative ways that I'm interested in doing is a better coordination between NRCS and FSA in terms of this regional conservation partnership effort and CRP. I think there's an opportunity to leverage potentially and get more acres involved in conservation, maybe not specifically in CRP, but leverage those resources more effectively. We're looking at creative ways to do that.
Right. I want to put it on your radar that I have some constituents who are having trouble with the opt-out provisions in the CRP program, and I may ask for your help at a later date should some of these issues not get resolved.
Mr. Batt is right behind me.
Okay.
He's our congressional relations person. Let us know what the issue is, and we will definitely get you an answer. Hopefully it'll be the answer you want, but we'll definitely get you an answer.
Okay.
Gentleman's time